Hello and welcome to Jessi FIT Pilates. Guess what? If you're here, you're tuned in for the last workout of my 21-day core challenge. Thank you so much for being here. Even if you didn't do it in 21 days, even if it takes you 24 or 44 days, whatever, guys, the big commitment that you made was to yourself. So give yourself a big unicorn horn. Today we're going to be doing a body weight stretching workout. I don't know about you, but from the last 20 days, I've gotten pretty sore. So grab a mat, of course, if you want to grab a bottle of water. And we are going to just start seated on the mat. It's a pretty low intensity stretching workout today. We're going to bring our feet together. And you might be out here, that's how you modify it. Other ways to modify, I do have a block nearby, but if you're super tight, remember, you can always take your hips here. I'm gonna leave it out for today, but I just wanted to give you some modifications. So sit on up really, really tall and start to just butterfly out your wings a little bit. Take a deep breath in. And drop your shoulders down and really sit tall, right? Stop flopping your wings just for a second. Bring your arms out to the side and start to roll the shoulders back just a little bit. Now, if you need to have your knees up high, that's okay. If you can drop them down low, I'm not super flexible in my inner thighs. But I'm gonna have us just reach the arms up for a second. And from here today, drop your chin to your chest. Reach your head forward, draw your belly muscles in and just stretch forward. You can take it to the floor. Then inhale, stack your spine up one vertebra at a time, ending with the head. Raise the arms. Let's bring the arms back down. Draw those shoulders back, back, back. Breathe in, sit up super tall. Draw your belly in. Raise the arms. Stretch forward one vertebra at a time. Let it all go. Right, then inhale, stack back up. Try to lead with your belly muscles. Shoulders down, lower those arms. Again, inhale. Lift your unicorn hooves up. Exhale, reach your unicorn horn forward. Inhale, stack the spine up. This time, exhale, take a twist. It'll be your left if you're mirroring me. So that's super duper tall. Maybe twist back a little bit deeper. Lift up to the ceiling. Exhale, take it on down. And then inhale, come on up. Reach up. And then exhale, let's go forward again. Up. Twist. Lift, let's twist the other side. Exhale. Right, reach up through the center. And forward. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, stack the spine. Lift back up tall. Twist to one side. Lift up and twist to the other side. We're going to bring it forward one last time. Exhale, one vertebra at a time. Maybe you want to hold a little bit here. Draw your shoulders back. Draw your belly muscles and stretch just a little bit deeper. Come back up, stacking the spine super tall. Now, let's come to a stacked hip position. Take your right knee, bend it, reach the right foot towards your left hip, and then take your left knee up, bend it so that your left foot comes right next to your right hip. Sit really super tall, draw your belly muscles in, reach those arms up again, plant those ankles down, plant your hip points down, try to keep the hips square, bring it around forward, and up a few times. Exhale, forward. Right, so these dynamic moves I'm doing. This isn't necessarily a Pilates move per se, but I'm doing the Pilates spinal segmentation. So one vertebra at a time relaxes forward, right? And let's hold here. Keep the ankles planted down. Keep the hips square. You can wiggle a little bit, maybe come forward. Really think about stretching your glute, right? Draw your shoulders back. Stack back up. Reach up. Now, I want you to reach. The top leg is reaching this way, right? So you're going to go the other way. So towards that end of the mat. Keep the hips and the feet planted down. And just climb forward a little bit. Take a breath in, really stretching through the sides of your body. Right? Keep the shoulders off your ears. Come back up. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So go ahead and switch your hands back behind you and change the leg that's on top. Remember, if it doesn't look quite like this, you might need to be here. The closer your feet come in towards your booty, the more challenging this position will be to keep your hips and your knee stacked. Lift your spine super tall. Reach the arms up. Keep the hips and the feet planted. Round your vertebra down one at a time. Soften through the upper body. Draw your belly muscles in. Come up. Again. Lift. Shoulders are off the ears. Rounding forward. This is my tight side. Softness through the upper body. Maybe look up. Reach. One more time. Exhale. Lengthen through the spine. Reset. Maybe you can do a few wiggles. Soften the shoulders. Back up. Lift. And then exhale. Reach the hooves and the horn forward. Last one, okay? Soften here. And then let's take it over to the other side. So keep the feet and the ankles down. Take it over, right? Really rotating through the shoulders, reaching from the hips. Breathe in deep, plant the hips down, soften through your shoulders, breath in. Come on, back to the center. Let's lift up and just shake out your wrists for a second. So let's go into some wrist shakes. So just shake out your wrists. And then finally, let's come to cat-cow. So we're gonna come to like a reverse table. So you're on your hands and your knees. Try to line your hands up underneath your shoulders. Remember, you can come down to your elbows if that doesn't feel so good on your wrists. And we're gonna just press into the fingertips, open through the shoulders, and first let's arch the spine, look up, send your tailbone back, and then drop your chin to your chest, round, right? And try to avoid sending too much tension into the wrists. I'm really pressing into the fingertips, and I'm reaching my chin towards my tail. Inhale, arch, exhale, round. Inhale, arch, and exhale, round. Few deep breaths, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Awesome. Let's take a wrist stretch before we go on. So I'm taking one hand and I'm flipping the fingertips towards me. The back of my hand is down. And let's try the other side. So if you type a lot and I type a lot, these are great. We'll do a few more just single before we go into the double. Trying to keep the elbows straight, shoulders off the ears. And then I'm really going to draw my abs in here. And remember, the further back you go, the more you bend in your wrists, the more, more tension this will be. So just choose wisely. Soften the shoulders off the ears. Keep those arms really long. And then finally, bring the hands back forward. And we're going to take it to a plank. So now you've had a little bit of openness in the wrists. Let's see if you can come on up. Remember, you can always come to an elbow plank or a kneeling plank to modify. I'm going to take my feet pretty wide. And we're going to go plank to pike a few times. Right, so take a moment, really draw those shoulders off your ears. Lift your belly up. Right, you can soften the knees. And drop those heels down and really rotate your shoulders back onto your spine. And then try to segment that spine, come back up. We won't stay here too long. Lift Soften the knees if you need to. I'm doing that a little bit. Send those heels back. Length through the neck. Lift through the hips. Softness through the chest. Then lift high up off your toes. Squeeze the quadriceps. Squeeze the abs. Use the front of your body to support. Widen through the back of the body. And then take it on back one more time. From here, bring your feet together. And bend one knee in, and we're just going to reach that knee up, right? And we can bring it in and out a few times. Try to balance your weight between your front hands and start to circle that knee. I'm really engaging. It's my left. You might be your right leg if you have your right leg down. And then finally, let's see if we can go the other direction. And then finally, bring that knee forward. Come to that plank. Open. Bring the other knee forward. Send it back. Reach it up. Right. Drop that back heel. Let's readjust to the hands. Take that knee out and in. And then finally, circle. Keep drawing those shoulders off the ears. Draw the abs in tight. Just stir that thigh bone inside of your hip. And then the other way. Really engage the front of that quadricep, your down leg. 3, 2, 1. This time bring the knee forward and come to a kneeling lunge. You can always use your hand. Squeeze that back hip open to the front thighs. And let's start with the hands on the hips. You can always take the hands down to modify. Remember just to keep your hips square to the short end of your mat. Your shoulders are back. Abs are in. Getting the stretch deep to the front hip, but making sure the back of the body stays active. Draw those belly muscles in. Lengthen through the sides of the waist. And then come back here for a second. Squeeze your hips down. Lift your belly muscles up. Take one leg and one hand back to one foot. Lift up. So I'm going to keep my hand on my thigh. And I'm rotating from my waist, coming back up. If you want to add on, one hand comes up. I'm coming back to the hands in my hip. And you can also be here flexing the toes. That'll be a little easier. The idea is that you're opening the front of the hip and you're twisting from your waist. Now, bring one leg forward, reach the arm up, come back. The other one forward. Make sure that back glute stays active and the shoulder stays off the ear. Squeeze that quad, keep your abs in. Open through the chest, maybe just a little bit. A few more like this. Try to stretch the front of those thighs. Remember, I want it to be a little bit of a stretchy workout. Now hold for a second and twist, center, twist, center. One more. Now, just giving different angles on that hip. Maybe you can reach back. I flex my foot. Just hold here. Send some weight into that front foot. Open through the chest, draw your belly muscles in. Come back up and we'll change sides. So bring the front foot forward. Bring that opposite arm up. Press into all 5 of the toes. Now twist towards the leg first. Keep your big toe down. Twist. Right, this is my tight side, so I really feel it. Now come back to center. Reach back. We're combining the last 2 exercises. See if you can lift the arm up. Right, keep a lot of weight in that front foot. Right, come back and reach. Come back. Draw the abs in and reach. Awesome. Now let's switch feet again. Come down. And from here, just pause. Activate that back glute. Draw your back knee in. And then see, remember, you can always use a strap. See if you can twist into that quad stretch. Open up through your chest, bend into that front leg just a little bit more. And from here, take your hand to that front foot, and we're just gonna do a few kneeling splits. Right, so come to your half split, kneeling lunge. Half split, right, square off, shoulders off the ears, kneeling lunge. One more time, and then hold it forward one more time, opposite hand down, same hand to the hip, right? Really press the hips down, open, and try to almost rotate back. From here, flip the back foot. We'll just come up to a high lunge, right? Bend that front leg, try to get that knee right over that front foot. Activate that back leg, right? Really squeeze through your back glute. Take a deep breath. Plank position. Pause for just a second. Take a quick down dog. Pedal through your feet. 2 more, 4, 3. Soften those shoulders, 2, 1. Bring your front foot forward. Bring the front knee down. Come on up for just a second. Come on up. Really activate that back glute. Draw your belly muscles in. Bring the front hand down. Bring the knee over that front foot. Remember, you can always use the straps. See if you can grab that back foot. Open through the shoulder, twist back. Push into all 5 of those front toes. Bend that front knee as much as you can, keeping the front heel down. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Now let that leg go. Come forward again. And press into that knee, that front knee. Rolling out onto the pinky toe, drawing the belly muscles in. And then we're going to do the kneeling split. So roll back, roll forward, right? Front foot stays down. Draw the belly muscles in and up. Send it back. Right? The wider stance you take, the harder this gets. Right? Square off through your hips, open through your shoulders. Right? Try to keep the chest open, squaring the hips off to the short end of your mat. Taking it back. And then forward. Now bring your hands down. And let's go ahead and slide our knees forward and lay onto our backs. Bring your arms to your sides, and let's start with a parallel foot. Make sure that your hips are even, heels and knees all in a long unicorn line. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, right? So that your weight on those shoulder blades, you can press into the palms. Press into all 4 corners of your feet. Roll your hips up and down. Really slow. Try to segment down 1 vertebra at a time. Keep engaging the upper back, lengthening through the crown of the head, drawing your belly muscles and tilting that tailbone up, engaging that upper back even more, and then rolling down. A few more like that, rolling on up. Right, just trying to create some buoyancy in the spine, keeping all 4 of the feet, corners of the feet down, and then up. And then roll it on down. Bring your arms up, extend out through your legs. You can always keep a little bit of a bend in the knee if you need to. Reach your hands up. Let's just take our hands to our quads. Draw your belly muscles and lift your chin to your chest. Roll on up. Stretch. And then roll it down. I'm going to come back onto my mat. Right, abs are in. Chin. Belly pulls tight. Right, give it a big deep stretch. Maybe you want to reach the hands back. This time you can always take the hands back to your front. And And this time maybe a little flex. I'm going to raise my arms, making it just a little bit deeper, rolling back. One vertebra at a time, trying to roll up. Tilt the tailbone forward. This time sit up really tall. And then round back. Reach. Up. Remember, bend the knees or use the hands in the front. Lift, restack that spine. Draw your belly muscles in. Tailbone comes forward. And again. And lift. And take it on back. Last one. Deep stretch here. Lengthen. Draw down. Right? And then from there, I want you to take your legs up and just do a few of the single leg stretch. Reaching low if you can. So let's keep a neutral spine today. Widen through your chest for 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach the arms forward. Bring the arms up and take your hands back. See if you can twist your fingertips back and really engage the upper back. And just start to lift the hips and lower. Lift, lower. Now try to open through your chest. Lift, lower, right? Really squeeze into those hip muscles, pointing through the toes. And then finally, let's lift and hold it. Lower it down. Reach on up. And come on forward. Deep stretch here. Now we're going to roll onto our side. And let's cup the hand down. Bring your legs out to about a 45-degree angle. And let's just do a few side kicks up, right? More thinking about how to mobilize the hips. I'm stacking my hips up. Right? I'm lengthening through the side of my waist. You can always bring the hand behind the head. And then bring that leg forward and back a few times. Try to keep the torso still. You can always bring that hand down. And just about 4 more. Keep your abs super tight. Just think about opening that hip and stretching the front of that thigh, the back of the thigh. And then finally, take a hold. I'm going to bend my front leg forward for an extra stretch. I'm going to really restack those hips. And I'm going to open. And I'm going to come onto my belly. And I'm going to come back onto the mat. And from here, I'm going to bring my hands under my shoulders. Just do a few little baby cobras. Draw your belly in. Expand through the front of the chest. And lower. Draw those elbows into your chest. Try to open from the front body. Reach your horn up to the ceiling. Open through the front of your shoulders. Draw your belly muscles in. And then if you can straighten your arms all the way, great. If not, you just keep them a little bent. Now, come down about halfway. Do a few little neck rolls. Keep your abs engaged. And then come all the way down. And I'm going to roll onto my other side. I'm going to give you the back view just so you get an idea of what that leg looks like. My spine is lined up pretty close to the, mat, and my feet come to the other angle. Hips are stacked. I can stack the hip, and it's pretty easy today, right? Just up and down. Up and down, right? I'm reaching long through my hip. You can take the top hand up, and that makes it a little harder, but notice how I'm not really moving anything in my torso. And then we're going to go into the front back. So bring it forward, back. And I'm really trying not to arch my back or move my hips. Right? Classic Pilates exercise. Right? Great for the mobility in your hips and your thighs and your quads. Try not to arch the back. You got to squeeze from your glutes. Stabilize through the bottom leg. Few more. Remember that top arm coming down will always make these a little easier. And then we're gonna take that leg back, bend your front leg, and that just gives me a better angle. And I'm gonna reach that back foot back. Really open through the front of your chest, really draw your belly muscles in, stabilize with that front leg, drop the knee down so it's about knee height. Breathe in, back onto your belly. From here, we're going to bend through our knees and reach back for our legs. Squeeze the heels in. Draw your belly muscles in tight, and then from there, come up into a little bit of a stretch. Not the rocking just yet. Then let it go. Take it from the inside. And then let it go from there. Extend out through your legs. Reach your legs forward. Let's do a little bit of the roll like the ball. Let's bring your feet together and your hands on your shins. Rock back and up just a few times. Really softening through your back. Rounding through the spine. And then come to a V position with bent knees. And just really rock one vertebra at a time, never rocking onto the neck. And then see if you can do it one leg straight. Two more like this. Really draw your belly muscles in and lift from your chest. And then come back up. Open through the shoulders. This is my tight side, so let's see how I do. Maybe you'll be better. Right, and I'm really trying to keep that leg long and my abs in and my chest lifted. I tuck my tail as I come forward. As you can see, it's a little more challenging for me on this side. Just a little tight on the back of that leg. And then finally, let's try. Remember, you can always keep the knees bent, and you'll see I probably will do that at some point. Stretch those legs, lift up through your chest to balance, draw your belly muscles in. Try to rock back slow, control from your center, reach long through the core, lift up, everything's really working here. Two more. One more. Now, let's go ahead and lay back. Bring your legs up, and we're gonna come to a hybrid. So squeeze your elbows together, bending at your elbows, send your hips up, press into all 10 of your toes, and just draw your belly muscles in, stretching through the front of your hips. Maybe you wanna take a few little heel raises. And just pause for a second, squeeze your hips up higher, higher, higher. Stretch the knees more forward. And then slowly roll on down, one vertebra at a time. And we're gonna come on up. And bring your feet inside your hands. And right, we're gonna do the seal, click 2, 3, right? You open and close here from your hip, 1, 2, 3. You're gonna do that over your head. So 1, 2, 3, the hard part's doing that on your shoulders and not on your neck. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Now crossing your ankles, hands come forward. And we're gonna go back to that rocking, right? Reach for your ankles, squeeze your knees together, draw your belly muscles in and lift your chest. From here, if you wanna rock and roll with me, rock and roll. We're gonna sit back onto our heels. Now we're gonna do that one more time. And lift. And rock. Big deep stretch. Let that go. Send your hips back. And bring your legs forward. I'm gonna lift up and just soften forward, right? You can be here, right? Really, really gently stretching the spine, opening through the shoulders, and just melting my body a little bit closer. We're gonna come on up. And we're gonna come back to that butterfly, and we're just gonna sit down. You did awesome. I wanted this workout to be a little bit gentle. 21-day core challenge. Let's go ahead and just take a side shoulder stretch. I'm hooking. Dropping the shoulder, bringing it more across the body, lifting tall. And then switching it down. Soften through the shoulder, bringing the cross. You did it. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope you like this challenge. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I will see you on the flip. I upload content here on YouTube 2 or 3 times a week, and I'm talking to you guys every day on Instagram, so make sure you follow me over there. Thank you so much for being here. You really made a commitment to yourself to getting stronger, and I want to hear all about your results. Please use my hashtag, and I will see you on the flip.